And while aid trickles into Gaza, one truck at a time, new confidence from Qatar, which has been facilitating negotiations between Israel and Hamas, that only logistical hurdles now stand in the way of a deal that includes the release of hostages.
The sticking points, honestly, at this stage are more practical, logistical. The deal is going through ups and downs from time to time throughout the last few weeks. But I think that, I'm now more confident that we are close enough to reach to a deal that can bring the people safely back to their homes, whether they are the hostages on Hamas side or whatever the exchange that will take place from the Israeli side.
Okay, so let's bring in NBC's Matt Bradley reporting from Beirut, Lebanon for us. Matt, welcome. What can you tell us about this potential hostage deal?
Yeah, Alex, well, as you said, it's come down to the details at this point, and we've been hearing about this for the past couple of weeks now. But this would be the largest hostage release so far since that Hamas terror attack on October 7th. And it would also represent, if it goes through, the longest sustained pause in the fighting in the Gaza Strip ever since the Israelis launched their counterattack on Hamas in the Gaza Strip, which has now killed more than 10,000 people. We're now talking about huge numbers of civilians who've been killed in the Gaza Strip. Now, the details, as we know them so far, is that this would mean as many as 50 women and children released from the custody of Hamas fighters. And most of these people, it sounds like, are being held in tunnels underneath the Gaza Strip. And that would be in batches. And that's what we've seen so far. We've already seen 4 hostages released in 2 batches. But these would be, dozens of people released over several days, probably in 24-hour periods. So it's a confidence building measure, as we would expect. Now, what we haven't heard so far is anything like we heard last week, that this could be in exchange for Israel opening its prison and releasing mostly women and children from Israeli jails. We haven't heard as much of that, but this has been confirmed, the details of this, by news organizations, including NBC. But we have heard from the Israeli ambassador to Washington. He spoke on ABC News today to Martha Raddatz, and he poured a little bit of cold water on some of the closeness of this deal. Here's what he told ABC News.
We're against ceasefire because that would allow Hamas to retain power, to regroup, to rearm, and strike again.
But it would be a ceasefire for a few days?
This is
that the difference?
We're talking about pausing the fighting for a few days so we can get the hostages out.
But
it's not a ceasefire because we will continue to push against Hamas to dismantle their military infrastructure and their terror infrastructure. We're not going to stop that. But we are willing to go for a pause for a significant number of hostages if we have a deal.
So, Alex, as you can hear from the Israeli side, a lot of skepticism about the language behind that term ceasefire. They don't want to give Hamas any breathing space in order to do what they say, to rearm and prepare for further fighting. But it looks as though without a ceasefire, without a pause in the fighting, that's the only thing that's being offered to Hamas. As I mentioned before, we haven't heard much about Israel opening their prisons and releasing women and children on their end. Alex?
It's so interesting. The words ceasefire and pause seem to have taken on tremendous political significance to them. If not, I don't understand really the difference between militarily, the difference between a ceasefire and a pause. If you're allowing humanitarian aid to either get in or extract hostages.
Yeah, I had to look this up, too, because I was skeptical myself. And, there's been some writing about this. A ceasefire, I think, implies some level of permanence or some terms that would allow for the ceasefire to be broken. We've heard in the past, a hudna in the Gaza Strip. And that's not what we're seeing now. We're talking about a pause. Essentially, the Israelis are saying this is a limited time. A ceasefire could be something that would last indefinitely. The Israelis are saying we will begin to fight again. You cannot rely on us putting down our guns. This is not a confidence-building measure that is working towards peace. A ceasefire would work towards, a truce of some kind. This is something where they're saying we are simply creating a humanitarian pause and we will pick up our guns again.